Hello guys, this is Jouni Juurela from Floorball Made Simple, and today we are back with another video that focuses this time on how can one improve as an individual during the season and how much can you actually learn during a season. This is very relevant topic because all new seasons are just about to begin, so you have plenty of time to prepare this time even better to the following season. There is not that much time, to improve as a player, and you cannot pick hundreds of things that you're focusing on because you will be overwhelmed that way. And through this video, you can get plenty of tips how you can improve as an individual. This picture shows my opinion and vision on how you should approach the individual improvement. You see these small dots or circles in the picture, and there is one bigger circle, and then there are a few smaller ones, 8 to be exact. And my vision is this: you want to hit one big target 100% rather than slightly touching 8 of those. If you want to create an absolute expertise or know-how, knowledge, skill that you master, you need to be very good in one thing at a time, rather than being mediocre in 8 things at the same time. So creating absolute masterclass skill happens through focusing on small things at a time. And if we are considering improving inside a singular season, there is not much time really, and you cannot pick too big of targets, or even worse, if you pick too many targets that you're focusing on. If you begin preparing for the season in May, and your season ends in April, you will have 11 months of time to improve yourself. If you pick for each of those months one ability that you are focusing on, you will not hit any of those targets. I'm almost certain of that. If you divide the season into 3-month-long improvement periods, you will get almost 4 periods to the season. And it is more likely that you will hit few of your targets if you have 3 months of time to focus on those. It is less likely if you have dozens of small periods. If you have few bigger ones, you will actually create some expertise in those chosen matters. And that time in a season is such a short time that it creates some boundaries and restrictions on your learning. And of course, the inner motivation, how much time you spend on learning, and the drive that you have is the key factor on improvement. And you can learn more things if you are very motivated, but don't try to bite a too big of a chunk at a time. Then take small concrete steps. So these are called process goals, that you have small targets that you are hitting, and after you have hit those small targets, you progress into the next ones that will also fill your tank of knowledge and expertise. Divide the season into 3-month-long phases, so you will have enough time to learn each of those things. Choose 1 or maximum 2 very small abilities or details inside those abilities to focus in and deliberately work on those during that time. If you want to become a better player faster, focus in your skills and individual decision making the most. Of course, you have the mental aspects and you have the physical aspects and so on, but focus what you do when you are in the ball or attacking without the ball, because that is the acceleration button on your career improvement. Work consistently on these 1 to 2 small abilities for 3 months, and do not shift your focus into anything else within that time frame. Of course, your coach will give you some instructions and you need to follow those, of course, but still keep in mind that these are my individual goals, and focus your own learning in your own team practices and on spare time training to those, so you will train more deliberately. And once the 3-month improvement phase has ended, assess how did you improve in this matter. Did you improve enough in this matter to be able to progress into the next one? Do not progress into the next one before you are as good as you need to be. And finally, very important thing, choose abilities that fit for you. If you are a sniper, don't attempt to become a Xavi, a ball controller rhythmer in the game. Of course, you need to have versatile abilities, but do not force yourself to become something that you are not. So, how do you pick up then those abilities that you need to work on? If you have a coach in your team that is eager to learn and is into this kind of stuff, go bravely to talk to him or her and ask them to help you on picking up those right improvement points. Tell them that you want to improve as an individual, and as you give them the impulse on your improvement, they will most certainly help you. If you don't have a coach in your team, you can do this process yourself by writing down these questions to a paper, to your phone or whatever, and answer these questions. These will lead you to your own improvement plan. First question, what kind of player I am right now? What kind of profile you have? Are you a playmaker, sniper, great defender, for example? Second question, what kind of player I want to become in 5 years? What will I be able to do in the field when I become the player I desire to be? How do I contribute on scoring then? For example, if you want to be a active contributor on scoring, what do you do exactly then to contribute on that? Then, what are my current strengths as a player? So, what are the biggest things that differentiate me from others? And lastly, what are my current weaknesses? What are the weakest abilities and points to me that prevent me from being the player I want to be? And after you have written these down and honestly reflected on your goals and yourself at the moment, you will see where you are at and where you need to be. And then it is just building a bridge from point A, where you are now, to the point B, where you want to be. So building a bridge and working consistently, and you will become what you want to be. And here in the end of the video, we have this ability picking list to the players, and through this list it is easier for you to figure out what abilities you can choose on your own improvement. We're not gonna go through this slide in this video, so please pause the video at this point and review the whole list. Go through every single one of these and think about what are the abilities that are strengths to you at the moment, what are the weakest ones, and what out of these would you like to be able to perform perfectly when you become the player that you want to be. These might help you on picking up those improvement points and figuring out what kind of player you want to be. If this seems hard, take this list and talk with your coach that where could I go with my plans. And in all of these abilities, shooting, carrying, turning with the ball, passing, attacking without the ball, these are bigger chunks of improvement. You can, of course, pick up either the technical part, the skill part, which could be shooting with a one-timer, and then you can also pick up a decision-making part of those as well. So find ways that fit to you and work on those consistently. And that was our video for today. This was the shortest one that we have ever made for the players. So thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And if this felt like good content that you benefited from. Share this to all of your teammates and you will get better teammates around you eventually. Like the video, share it, and follow us on Instagram. Have a good training week. Bye.